Shit! There goes the coaster!
Over here!
Oh, die already. And she finally does. There we go. But then I think I still need to go one-tap someone. This build's still far from done, and obviously because my expertise and my long grind into the game is far from over. I'm still at the very beginning of all that stuff, like expertise, SHD, all that stuff to really perfect any kind of build. But I really like this version now. I have a better pistol finally, which is desperately needed on a tank build that mostly uses the shield like this, because you need your pistol to just do as much damage as it can while you're being a tank. I love my shotgun though, because it's, I just make sure it's my primary, so whenever I take my shield off and switch weapons, it's the first weapon I switch to make it as fast as possible, so I can just drop my shield, get my shotgun out to bash someone in the head with. It's an instant kill them, which is perfect on a tank build like this. The downside is, like on heroic, I noticed some control points and others, like almost all enemies are elites, so then it's like its bonus is kind of negated. But then you could also say my protection from elites on my armor becomes, I can definitely tell, becomes more handy in those situations at keeping me alive. And then in situations where there's not as many elites, well, the protection from the elites still helps us some, but then my shotgun becomes more handy at helping me clear things, at least as a tank.